turn on all my lights. This is Nicki Sun from TechNicki speaking, here with a gear recommendation. A wireless microphone system that not only plugs into your camera, but also to your phone and computer. What do you think?
That's dope!
You're zooming in on me. And at the same time, I have no director or cameraman.
Right now, you're like Asian Daenerys in my mind.
I've always been the mother of cameras.
I love technology. When other women see us in front of the camera, they're inspired to do it too.
This has been Nicki Sun with Gals and Gear at NAB Show Live.
Nicki's an amazing entrepreneur slash content creator slash female director slash cinematographer slash Asian ambassador.
She's talking about choosing the right camera for the job.
Woo!
Definitely. She's amazing.
That was it for this episode of TechNicki Speaking. I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Hey, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of TechNicki Speaking live by Nicki Sun. I'm your host, Nicki Sun, and it's another beautiful Tuesday. What is it, August 9th? I think I was putting in kind of my shortened Rebrandly link for my shows just to keep it organized, and I think I'm on like number 30, y'all. Like, it's been 30 weekly episodes, I think. I might have to go back and recount them because there's a couple that I had to delete because, you know, during that week where I was testing out certain things with the YOLO box and I had to like do 3 different kinds. I kept some for test QC purposes and QA purposes, so I didn't delete them, but they're added into my count somehow. But how is everybody doing? Just saying hello in the chat. Nelson, hi Nelson, so good to see you in the chat. Brian, you're always here, Brian, and I love it because Brian also sends me screenshots of my live right after the show, and sometimes my eyes are like half closed. I'm also making like a lot of facial expressions, and I just really appreciate you sending me those screenshots and letting me know that my live stream is working across not only Amazon but also on YouTube and Facebook. So I'm just gonna check really quickly while we are all here. Again, this is TechNicki Speaking by Nicki Sun. I have a really exciting program for you all today because I got sent a brand new Axiom Cine I2s Pro, which is a wireless transmission for video. So I figured, why don't we again unbox it together, figure out how to connect it, at least the bare bones of it, set it up and show you why you would need this in your life. So if that sounds good, we're gonna get started because again, this is in live time. I already had to switch out my current camera because if I wanted to show you wirelessly how a camera would work, I needed to connect it with my GH5 camera specifically. So I switched it out. So today, this is the GH4 attached with the Leica 12 to 60 millimeter zoom lens. And I have already removed the GH5 with the 12 to 35 millimeter lens, which is one of my absolute favorite lenses as well. So we're gonna get started really quick. So right now, if you are watching on your mobile device, again, my products are listed below when you're watching on your mobile device. If you're watching on a big screen, my products show up on the carousel to the left of you. And if you're watching on YouTube and Facebook, thank you. But you know, the fun is really where it's at. The fun is on Amazon, just because I get to really feel like a tech QVC host and show you exactly what I'm clicking on so you don't have to guess. Plus, if you do decide to get any gear off my page, it does support my channel at no extra cost to you. So that's another benefit of watching me on Amazon versus anywhere else. Okay, awesome. So, y'all, I have the Axiom Cine I2s Pro. It's a long name. I feel like all tech products have such long names, but the way that I have to break it down in my mind when I say it, a lot of people do ask me, like, how do you remember the whole line? I'm like, well, you gotta break it down. So Axiom is like, to me, it's short. It's phonetically sounds like act soon, like act now, act soon. So I'm like, okay, act soon is that part. Cine I is kind of like in my mind, like Cinegear, and I've been to Cinegear Expo before. It's usually followed by a number. This is 2S, and then it's either some kind of Pro or, you know, other edition of that. So it's something like that. But we are going to go over the Axiom Cine I2s Pro together today. I don't have my overhead camera because I am bringing out my second camera. I have two cameras. I guess I could hook up a third, but right now I don't want to go too crazy. I'm just going to show you this. Oh my goodness. Hi, Sam. SAHM. Happy terrific Taco Tuesday, Nikki. Oh, hope your weekend was absolutely blissful and joyful. Axiom. Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you so much for dropping in and leaving a comment. Please, if you are new here or you're just tuning in, you know if you sign into your Amazon account, you can actually join the chat. And the chat is only available for this beautiful, wonderful, magical, spontaneous hour. So anything you say will not be recorded after an hour. So if you want to join in on the chat, allow me to shout you out and share in questions or answers. Please sign in to your Amazon account, leave a comment below, and also if you're new here, give me a follow, please. It will let you know and notify you when I go live, but I do go live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and there is a star button at the bottom right of the corner. Please smash it. I don't know what it does, but I'm sure it allows other people to realize that this is a live stream worth watching. Hi, Johnny! Oh, it's so good to see you all in the chats. This is so awesome. Alrighty, well, let's get started. So again, we are going over how to make your live stream wireless. So right now, I am working with the YOLO box. It allows me to stream to 3 places all at once. Now, that's what I love about it. Oh my gosh, I just started and there's more people in here. Hi, Turbo. That's awesome. Is that your real name? That's really cool. Don, hello, Don. How are you? It's so good to see like the same people come back. I love it. You guys are so awesome. Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are killing it today, wherever you are. But it's Tech Tuesday for a reason, so let's dive right in. All right, so this is what I use right now to, well, not use right now because I'm unboxing it. I just pretend I know everything already about what there is to know about the Axiom, but we're gonna unbox it together. This will allow me to take my camera around my place or in any situation. Like right now when I go live, I usually have a camera. It's on a floating arm, which I'll get to show you for the first time because normally I can't show you because my camera is actually on the floating arm system. But when we go wireless, I'll be able to film it and show you exactly what all of this looks like. So I'm gonna take advantage and show you things that I haven't been able to, including the Ulanzi tripod ball head mount, which I've been obsessed with, okay? Hi, Richard. He says, hi, Nikki, hope your day went well. You are wonderful. My day has been going amazing. So thank you so much for stopping by, Richard. You were awesome. Okay, so right now, YOLO box, 2 cameras, right? One was overhead, one was on my actual like main camera. But now what if you want to use one of those cameras and walk around wirelessly? What if you don't, what if you're recording like, I feel like a lot of times, a lot of wireless transmissions gets utilized in, you know, sports, but those were like huge productions. Also church concerts, I see a lot of live streams with church or Sunday service, even like school recitals or performances or concerts. Let's say, for instance, you want to live stream something that is actionable, but you don't want to put it on a tripod. Or maybe you want to leave one on a tripod and you want to keep camera 2 or camera B on without wires. This is how you're gonna do it, okay? Hi, Mark, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by and leaving a comment in the chat so I know you are here, fam. You guys are awesome. All right, so the first thing I have is the Axiom Cine I2s Pro. They have reached out and let me know that there's a smaller version. I hope I'll be able to test it, wink, if Axiom is watching. But for now, I'm going to test out these 2. And I realized that I left the battery charging over there, so I will get it in a minute. But this is what you get in the box. We're gonna unbox it together. So just like the Saramonic Blink 500 B2, there is a transmitter and a receiver, right? So just like with video wireless transmission, there is also a transmitter and a receiver. So I'm just gonna let you focus on that for a little bit while I go pick up my batteries, because I had GPO, my good friends at GPO also sent me like their version of Sony NPF batteries, and that's what you can use to power these puppies on. So if you already have Sony NPF batteries, you'll be able to utilize it in this as well. And that's what I love about it. A lot of gear has had universal batteries or universal cables. So yeah, let me go grab the batteries really quick, because I was making sure it was charging the entire time. And yes, you can hear me because I am utilizing the wireless lavalier that Ceramonic sent me. So I'm just gonna grab both of these battery packs over here, and I can even show you where I'm grabbing this once I get this wireless transmission started and activated. Okay, I'm coming back. All right, I didn't leave for too long, did I? All right, cool. So this is the GPO batteries as well. I realize I'm just probably gonna leave the product on this Axiom Cine I gear. It might be hard to like talk about all the gear and tap on the product, so just know that everything in the carousel I'm talking about today, but I'm just gonna leave it on the Axiom Cine I2s Pro, just because it can stay as one solid video. So I have already charged these two NPF batteries, and these are from GPO. So when GPO sent me these versions, it came with a charger as well. And I got two different kinds, because I will say the Axiom Cine I2s Pro does not come with batteries. So you have to kind of get your own batteries, or if you already have batteries from your previous Sony gear or maybe your camera monitor, you can utilize the same ones. So I'm just gonna put these GPO chargers over here, okay? And then I am also going to now put these GPO batteries in the back of these. Alrighty, so there's one. Oh, that satisfying click. My mic was right there too, right? Let me do it again. Then you get some ASMR. Okay. Oh, sorry. Just like how I like to peel off the stickers, I also very much like the snaps of the batteries. Okay, I don't know if that's weird, but anyways, this is what it will look like. If you have another one, like for instance, I also have, let's see, where did I put it? Oh yeah, okay, I have another one. So also another popular battery brand is Anton Bauer. And Anton Bauer batteries are used with the gold mount V mounts when you're operating like those heavy RE cameras, or basically a lot of those professional red cinematography cinema cameras. But for instance, this is the Anton Bauer battery. It's also in a way the same style as NPF. So this would also fit here. You would utilize this, for instance, say if you want more battery power, but this for now, it's smaller profile and it's easier to travel and probably a lot less lighter when I'm operating handheld wirelessly. So I usually want to make my traveling gear as compact and light as possible. Thank you, Richard. Richard says, click the follow button and join the chat. Appreciate you for letting everybody know. Okay, so, but you can also get GPO batteries and it will operate these as well. So I left that in my carousel as well. So right now I have two batteries. I'm going to show you what else is in the box. So in here we have a nice foam cutout. It's a hard foam too. So it's nice if you want to travel with it. I wish there was kind of like a carrying case, but at least there is a protection, because these are kind of like bricks. If you chuck it at somebody, well, first of all, don't chuck it at anybody, but it could leave a serious, do some serious damage, because this is all metal and it's heavy right now. It's probably about, I don't know, it's probably like 3 pounds each, but with the battery, depending what battery it is, these are pretty heavy. So also wear closed-toed shoes. I'm a little concerned because, you know, I'm walking around the house with my house slippers. So let me put them back in, because if I drop this on my toe, a lot of unnecessary or uncalled words of profanity might come swarming out my mouth, but just letting you know that. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out this foam piece. All right, because that's where the transmitter and receiver were. And then I have this area right here. So I'm gonna pull this out, And all of a sudden you have, let's see, 9 antennae. Okay, so you need 4 per receiver and transmitter, but they give you an extra one in case one snaps, one breaks, what have you. I know the new version also has the same amount of antennae on it, but this will allow you to basically wirelessly transmit up to 1,200 feet. So a little bit over 300 meters. So if you wanted to go all the way on the opposite side, let's say your YOLO box, for instance, or whatever your encoder is that you're like operating the stream from is back at home base, you can wirelessly video transmit up to 1,200 feet. So we're talking football field here, okay? So you can be on the other end of the football field, even beyond that, right? We talk about 50 yards being the half line, right? I mean, I did play football in school, but I don't know if we ever did like a full like 50-yard half, but anyways, also coming in here is we have cold shoe mount, and we also have, it looks like, the screws, which will allow us to attach this to the bottom of the transmitter, which will allow us to hook it to the camera, because right now there's nothing on there, right? So I can't just put it on top of the camera, it has to stick somehow. So they give you that around. Mark said, actually around a ½ pound. I wonder if that's per unit. That's awesome. Okay, so I have these. I'm just going to pull them out. But that's essentially what comes in the kit. And then also like an extended warranty and a small manual. But you know, since I actually got to meet with the Axiom team at NAB show, shout out to Maiko. He gave me a personal demo, and he actually let me take one of their demo products home to play with. But this is why I'm doing it, because this is a brand new and it's all mine. I don't have to give it back. So I actually haven't played with it since the new one came out. So I'm going to take out 8 of these. All right, just to show you how we set it up. We're gonna, right now you see one image, but I'm gonna set, in this live stream, I'm gonna show you how to set this up to your camera, and hopefully we'll be able to also add a second HDMI video source while the stream is actually running. I've actually never done that before. I'm assuming there wouldn't be a reason why I couldn't add a video even while my stream is running, but here it is. We're gonna test it out because I love being able to test things out with you all, because that's what makes my job super fun. But I also like to keep things organized, so we're gonna put this over here. All right, so the cool thing too is that the transmitters also have like these little, I call them like, they remind me of those car tire protectors or your bike stubbies. So this protects it. I don't want to lose them, so I will put them in one of these bags as well. I'm already just going to take one of these out. So again, this is that cold shoe mount. I'm going to take one of these out. Came with it. I'm going to use this bag to store the stubbies. So there's going to be 8 of them. So I'm going to just pull them off. It's like little rubber caps. I'm just going to throw them in the bag so I don't lose them. I'm going to do that for the other side as well. Doop, doop, doop. I make a lot of sound effects. I think you all knew that already. But just saying, for new people who maybe have not, that's kind of what I do. All right, so now we have our antennae connectors exposed, right? So now we're just gonna grab each one. This can be a little tedious, so my thing is I would love it if it was attached smaller and it's foldable right off the bat. I don't have to do this, right? But I just think for now, being able to bend the antenna so we can have some kind of connection wherever we go in like convention centers is nice. It's also really nice too because there was a lot of, well, actually let me power it on so you can see it versus me just talking about it. All right, so I have to twist each one of these antennae on. So this is the receiver. It says receiver. I'm just gonna peel off this sticker. Oh, that is so satisfying. Okay, yeah, okay, so that was the receiver. And I'll put this sticker down. And then now I'm gonna do the transmitter. And how you know, because they kind of both look the same, I might even add color or put a Sharpie marker on there or design a sticker because I do have a label machine. But it does say transmitter on the side and the other one says receiver. So that's kind of how you know. And again, for those of you who don't know, again, I am wearing the Saramonic Blink 500 wireless audio. I'm wearing the transmitter. The receiver's in my YOLO box right now. So that's how the audio is getting here. But with wireless video, the receiver is also going to plug into my YOLO box and the transmitter is going to be the one on my camera because that's the gear or product that's transmitting signals to get you the picture quality to go live. So yes, if you're ever wondering like what goes where, whatever your encoder or your computer or whatever the program is, that's going to be receiving your signals, and whatever you're transmitting is the one sending the signals. So that would be on your camera or the subject, because I'm wearing the transmitter. Just a little lesson as I tighten these on. Okay, so now I have it. Looks quite big, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring over the GH5 camera because this will allow you to stream wirelessly, not only with HDMI, but SDI. So for those of you who are looking for SDI connectors, this one has it. It also has a full HDMI as well. So I have a full HDMI. My GH4 doesn't. That's why I had to switch my cameras today. My GH5, however, has an HDMI, full HDMI input. So this is how we're gonna connect them. All right, so I have put my GH5 on a little tripod just so I can balance it because it can get quite heavy doing it by myself. I have it on my little Ultra Pod 2. I totally forgot to put it in my carousel, but I have my GH5. Also, just if you want to do something like this, just make sure whatever camera you're utilizing has either an SDI port or a full HDMI port. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to utilize this specific product with whatever gear that you're doing. But fortunately, the Lumix GH5, they upgraded from a micro HDMI to a full HDMI from the GH4 to the GH5. So I'm like, whoa, what a huge difference. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is grab one of these little ringlets. And I'm going to put this at the base of this. And I put the rubber part at the top and the metal part at the bottom because when it goes into the device, this will help protect and not get scratches on the device. All right, so I'm going to put, okay, make sure I get the transmitter. Okay, this is the transmitter. And in the meantime, because it does take a long time to power on, I'm just going to power on both of these while I'm putting it on the camera. So there's a power button on here. I'm going to hold it down, and then that's on, and I'm going to hold this one down as well. Okay, cool. So while it's loading and finding each other like soulmates, I'm going to put this transmitter on right here. So you're going to twirl it around until you hit to that base, and then you'll be able to now swirl this down to connect it to wherever without it falling off. So that's why this is really cool, actually. This can get pretty addicting. It's like a fidget spinner. All right, cool. So I'm going to face it out here and then just slide it down here. So it's tight like a tiger, and it's on here, okay? So what we want to do now is, okay, they are both the same. We have group 1 and channel 116. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, you can see it. Perfect. Well, it's on group 1, channel 16. I don't know exactly how many groups, but the cool thing is that when you pair them, when you turn them on, you can pair them together. So just like walkie-talkies, just make sure on the same channel, same group. So as you can see, they're both on group 1, channel 116. And when you're at a convention and you feel like too many people are on those channels, again, you can switch the channels, which is really great. So now how we connect the two is like, all right, we have the transmitter on here, but now we need to connect it. So how I connect it is I actually got the small rig brand of the full HDMI to the full HDMI. And I only got the one that was 1.15 feet because I didn't want all these wires going all over the place. So I specifically got the shortest HDMI just so it have enough to loop around. And the thing is that my HDMI cord is on the left side, but when I put it this way, it's facing front. Again, I could push it the other way, but I just want to show you because I don't like to have a lot of slack. Maybe some people prefer a lot. I don't, because then I don't have to wirelessly connect it. So I attach the HDMI, which is a full HDMI, on the side. And then on this side, I have my full HDMI input. So this is now going to be able to operate with my camera. Okay, so now in order for me to receive the signal and take this live stream to the next level, I need to use one of my full HDMIs. So awesome of YOLO Box, you get up to 3 full HDMI video sources in the YOLO Box Pro. So right now, my first full HDMI, it's this one, the GH4. The second one is going to be this GH5 camera, okay? So in order for this to be wireless, now I need to connect this to my YOLO Box. So you can't see it right now, but I have a full HDMI to a full HDMI cord again, the same exact length, and I'm just gonna plug it in to my receiver. All right, so plugging it in. Okay, and then what I need to do is turn this on so it has a signal so we can transmit, and hopefully this will work because I've never added a feed while doing this live, so we'll figure this out. Do this right here. Might have to do this, blow on it, and bring it back in here. Oh, do that. Okay, well, it's going in here, but now I need to have the video source. Okay, so that's the one thing. Oop. Try this again. I'm hoping this could like do it while it's live, but I'm not quite sure if it can. Okay, let's see. Dual mode. So right now I'm going to show you what it would look like. I was trying to get it to go here. I'm going to try doing it again, but just so you know what it looks like, on this end, it says it's unconnected, so I'm going to try to see if I can get it fully connected again, but on my YOLO Box, this is what the screen comes up. So if it was connected, at least it knows it's recognizing something, right? So now we're going to figure out how to get this to actually show a picture. And again, it could be because I'm already live and I can't add a video feed while I'm going live. We're going to try again though. So we are going to try, I'm going to turn both of these off. Oh, you can't see it. Let me put it in here. All right, so I turned both of those off. Then now I'm going to turn both of these on again. Okay. So trying to read my signals. It's swirling. Oh, oh man. Alrighty, let's see. Okay. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay. Oh no, what did I do? Okay, I did something. It was doing something. Okay, okay. All right, it's here. All right. Oh my gosh, it's on now. Okay, okay, okay. Are you guys ready? Hi, Rome. How are you? We're figuring out how to go live with our camera utilizing the Axiom Cine I2s Pro. I know you'll appreciate this because you are a fellow tech lover, but watch this, y'all. Okay, let me do a video source because you can see a picture-in-picture. All right, so I'm going to do this. Oh, wait, no. This is my main screen, and then this will be my sub screen. I'm going to show you guys. This is really freaking cool, you guys. All right, okay. All right, done. Okay, you guys ready? All right, cool. So I hooked up this camera. It's wireless over here on this side. I didn't even think to clean all this stuff behind me, but right now this is the second camera, and I'm gonna show you and prove to you that it is wireless, right? And in order to do that, I'm gonna do picture-in-picture. So I could be here utilizing this camera, and now I can utilize this and bring it around wirelessly. Isn't that so sick, you guys? Give me some stars. Give me a follow if you haven't yet. But now this is how I am able to go wirelessly around, okay? So I'm gonna show you. Here we go. This is the Axiom, right? Oh my gosh, you guys, you cannot judge me. I did not really clean all these other things. Usually behind the scenes, right, you get to see everything. But yeah, here's my water. And here, you know what? Let me take off this tripod so I can have a little bit more mobility, and then I can show you. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So yeah, this is me being able to do wireless stuff. All right, so this is what I see here. See all you beautiful people right here in the chat? Yeah, that's you, okay? And let me refocus. All right, cool. So, and then this is what I see. You can see that there's a little delay, but I hook it up to here. So again, this is the receiving part, right? So the receiver, I am connecting it to the second port, and this is attached to right here, this one right here. So now I'm able to wirelessly transmit video. So let's take a little tour, shall we? So we are going to, I guess, walk around. I'm gonna like try to be very cool with what my stuff is doing. All right, so I am showing you, okay, this is my favorite part. I wake up to this every morning. Alexa, turn off my backlights.
Okay.
So when I walk in like this, I put in my aperture lights, and then right before I'm about to start, I obviously turn on my signature colors. Alexa, turn on my backlights.
Okay.
Alrighty, and as you can see, all the wires are here, but I try to keep everything hidden in my tray. Shout out to Apex Desk for sending me this standing desk, but I put all my wires back here so it doesn't have to hit the floor, and when it goes up and down, it covers it, so I really like that as well. I never get to show you my really cool custom PC that Puget Systems sent me, shout out, but because I'm here, here we go, baby. This is my custom PC. Oh, you know what? I need to bring my little light over here because my light's not, oh, you know what? I can just turn on, let me turn on some light really quick. Okay, cool. All right, so let's do that again. Shout out to Puget System folks for sending me a freaking custom PC. Okay, RTX 3090, NVIDIA GeForce. Shout out to them because they are so awesome. I did a segment with them in Seattle, and I did an interview. I got to do a whole behind the scenes tour of interviewing their president, John Bach, and they gave me a whole tour. Okay, and then this is what it looks like if you were my camera person, but again, I love this floating arm system because I do not need to readjust it every time I want to move my standing desk up or down. It stays exactly as it is right here. Okay, so I'm able to show you what it looks like on my end. Here is that coveted Ulanzi tripod ball head mount that I love so much. Again, there is a shoe mount right here that you can add a light or an audio to. You have a ball head that goes 360. There is a quick release plate, so if I wanted to take my camera off, I can just untwist that, pull my camera instead of swirling it around 360 like you just saw. And I'm also able to hang it at a vertical. So when I am shooting here, I can switch it on a vertical and I can film TikTok videos in full DSLR mirrorless camera modes. I do add like a Go 9 full AC adapter, so then I just always have charge for my camera, and I love cable management systems, okay? I'm sure a lot of my tech heads agree that being able to hide your cables as you go through and then put it in the tray is awesome. So I love the cable management system that comes here. Normally my second camera is hanging up here, that's why it's hanging out, but I have another AC power adapter. That way I have unlimited power supply. I'm gonna come back because the one thing is about Amazon and chat is I don't get to see if everything is going right accordingly, but this is right over here. But yeah, how are we all doing? This is exactly what it is. And I love it. Let me put the tripod back on. Oh yeah, and this is like my standing desk, my button area, and oh yeah, here's my label systems. So when I was labeling all my wires, you can see I have all my wires labeled that way. Here is some more behind the scenes with me in camera A with the camera B in my hands. So yeah, I do divide my current spot into two areas. One is heavily tech and one is trying to be peaceful. Here is, let's zoom in a bit from here. Shout out to my avocado trees that are growing and to my new little addition of the succulent plants. And here's the cover of our Messy Sexy Me podcast. I'm going to put that up on the frame. I'm going to remove those cube boxes eventually, but I have to like, you know, figure that out. And then as you can see, there's like a whole succulent garden underneath right there. But I try to keep it tech and garden at the same time. Not all tech, not all like garden, but that is just how it is. But as you can see from this angle, I can hold it in my hand, move it around. And what I'm gonna do is switch it back to this feed so you don't see everything as it's flailing and hanging, because it can get pretty dizzying, right? And that's where it's cool, because then you could also put this on a stabilizer, so you can have like your Zhiyun or your DJI, and instead of holding it like this, you can have it so stabilized. But I'm able to just walk around without wires, and this is how you can get wireless transmission feed anywhere. So if you're doing stuff in your studio or outside or filming a concert and you need something a little bit more visually awesome in a way, you can definitely consider grabbing one of these video transmitter transmission systems. So again, this is the Axiom Cine I2s Pro. They do have some new stuff coming out, and I would say that the transmitters are a bit smaller and also more compact and probably a bit lighter. So I'm waiting to get my hands on those, but I just wanted to show you in reality what a video transmission could look like when you're putting it on. And I'm just really excited that I was able to add another camera that was wireless on top of my current stream as I was streaming in live time. I was kind of concerned that I might have to stop the stream in order to put on a new video feed, but I'm glad that was not the case. Sometimes if it doesn't recognize right away, as you all witness with me in real time and in live time, I don't gatekeep here, I'm fully transparent. It did take a little minute for it to register, but once it did it, it was great. And perhaps maybe I was supposed to turn off the transmitters before connecting it and then turn it on. So turning it on and off did do the trick. It allowed the actual YOLO box to try and recognize the Axiom versus not before. Yeah. I'm just checking the comments. Okay. Ron says, outstanding. I love it. Nelson says, very cool. Rome likes it a lot. Mark says, awesome studio setup. Thanks, fam. I appreciate it. I've been like trying to, you know, this is a work in progress. None of my setups today was anything like my setup even last week. So I'm just trying to find new things to increase and improve my setup to make it more functional functionable and efficient. So I'm appreciating you that if anything you see that's different, you call it out. That means you've been here with me for a while, so that's awesome. Mark asked, what kind of range have you tested? Not gonna lie, Mark, I've only tested pretty much within my household. What I would like to do is test out range when I go outside. Just my neighbors, here's the thing, I don't think my neighbors know what I do, and it's okay that they don't. Because I have a lot of tech in my place, so I don't need to call attention. But what I would like to do is test it when I'm outside at the park and see how that goes. But yeah, let me show you now that I have this over here, because I just want to be able to show you what everything looks like. What if I do, okay. All right, I'm gonna go pick on some of my favorite products that I haven't been able to show you from my angle from before. The biggest one being this Viazon selfie desktop setup. Oh my gosh, now it's like 26% off. That's amazing. I bought it at full price. And out of all the ones that I've been getting, this is truly my favorite. I have to say it, it's like literally one of my favorite Amazon finds for the entire year because of my desk setup. So let me show you again, picture in picture, now that I have it all set up. This is gonna be my floating arm system. I'm gonna move this setup over here. Let's do this right here, okay? But this is my pride and joy, this floating arm system, okay? So it is a 4-arm floating system. You don't have to do it exactly like I've done it here, okay? You can put the laptop here. You can put the camera here. You don't even need to put this boom mic here. You can have this as something else. But regardless, you have 4 arm setups. You can adjust it. And look at this. I'm able to really, I mean, today it's a little messy because of everything hanging off of it, but having this floating allows me to like put other stuff underneath it. Again, this is my Alexa, so it started doing its thing, but this is where I can recognize and keep track of the time, so I know that I don't go over an hour. This is what I see when I'm standing right here. I can adjust this camera, put it on a vertical. And then, so what I've done is I have my camera here. This camera that I'm actually utilizing to show you the wireless transmission would normally be here as my main camera. And this camera, which is my GH4, would normally be up here, like at a flat lay. So when I'm unboxing things, you can see it. So I have it set up where this 4-arm floating system is 2 cameras right here. And then when I do videos outside, like when I do auditions or any other videos like TikToks, I actually activate my Saramonic Boom T3 Soundberg mic, but I actually put that into my Panasonic, which is this one. So I have a full professional XLR cable that goes up in this cable management system to this Saramonic boom mic. And then before, I had the tablet. I had this tablet right here before, but I was like, I want to be able to put my laptop and hook it up to my LG widescreen. So I switched it and I put the thing underneath here. And as you can see, let me see if I can go here. All these things are included. That's what I don't get. Like the parts alone, I would just get the parts alone like that. And it's a spring, so you can put your computer up to here. I Velcroed this so I can take this out when I'm traveling, but I have so many of these, so I just leave it Velcroed onto the side of this, so when I move, I go out there. But yeah, this is literally one of my favorite floating arm systems. Oh, just to show you too, just to keep a pin circle. All right, so this is a clamp. So I get one here and one here. So it's a 2-clamp desk system. It's very sturdy, okay? It's cable management system, but I just love this 4-in-1 floating arm system. They also provide you with, here, let me go back here. All right, so they also provide you with a phone mount, an iPad mount or a tablet mount, a laptop mount, a ring light, and they also give you that boom mic, so you can add your own things. So they include all of these things. They also give you 2 360 ball mount tripod heads. So I upgraded mine to the Ulanzi one, which is this one that I just selected in my carousel, but that one is my favorite one. This is the ball head mount that I use for my main camera, but the one that I'm utilizing within the Vizon Selfie desktop came with it. So I didn't have to source things anywhere else. I literally had the entire 4-in-1 arm system, and everything I needed came with that. So that's what I love about it. I'm gonna bring this light back over because this lighting system was a little different. So again, shout out to my Joby GorillaPod for also just carrying my light. Again, shoe mount allows you to put any shoe mount on here, and I do have this light in my carousel. It's just, if you've been a part of my live streams for the past week, I talked a lot about the MC light. So if you want to, you'll be able to, you know, put this light anywhere as well. It's a really nice selfie light as well to throw in your backpack or your bag when you're going out on trips and you want something light. It's also magnetic, also does effects, also can do color picker, but I really love the MC light. And again, I like things that are portable and friendly. What I would even do, I would go as far as is I would put another shoe mount on here or get one of those splitters, V-splitters, so I can put my wireless transmitter on one end and also carry the light, because as I'm going around, I would want a light as well when I'm going in places, because as you can see, I have to adjust my shutter and also my aperture in order to get light when I was moving throughout the house. So if you want a constant light, having another splitter to add the light while you're also filming and going wirelessly around would be better because you don't have to worry about being dark or the audience not being able to see. So I've learned all this stuff in my experiences as someone who's worked both in front and behind the camera, knowing what works with getting in and out of certain situations where it's crowded or it's tight, and sometimes it's just too much of a busy signal. But being able to go around and show you like my place for a little bit was actually quite nice, and I've been wanting to do it. So I'm really excited that I got to play with the Axiom Cine I2s Pro. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed. If you have any questions about it, let me know. I'm here to answer, so feel free to drop them in the chat. Oh, shout out to Ocean. Ocean just started following. I really appreciate you. And thank you, Richard, for letting them all know where they can find me. Oh, I love it. So a little update as well. I will be teaching a session. If you missed my announcement last time, I will be teaching a session at the video, be giving an in-person keynote speech that day. And they have found the venue for August 27th for an in-person meetup. It's going to be at the Hilton in Universal City, which is right next to the City Walk of Universal Studios. So I'm so excited, and I hope if you're in the LA area or if you're gonna fly out or travel out that you come. I do have a discount code. It's 25% off, so it's quite big. So just use Nicki VIP, it's Nicki VIP. But that will get you 25% off an in-person VIP pass or also an online VIP pass. iJustine will also be giving a keynote on the 25th, but that is not in person, so I just want to give a disclaimer. She's going to be a part of the Creator University, but she's talking about how not to burn out and kind of also how her current health state has affected going forward and creating content. So I can see why as well that she's doing her keynote online and in person at the moment too. But yeah, I would love for you guys to stop by and say hi and do all that stuff there. Awesome. Richard, do you just like have this information? Like Richard is going ham, leaving comments in the chat with wherever to go. Here, let me help you out. I feel like you're actually helping to train me of what I need to be doing better. But yes, shop my gear. Because after this stream is over, you won't be able to access anything in the chat. So this is where you can find me outside, but catch me outside. How about that? But yeah, this is where you can shop my gear. So everything that I talked about today will be able to, will be able to watch it on replay, the whole thing. So if you want to skip to certain parts, you totally can. Let me also go back to clicking on today's main subject, which was the Axiom. But yeah, so this is where you can find me when I'm not going live on Tuesdays. You can also catch my restreams on live stream. There's a tab within my store page that says live streams. You can rewatch all of my live streams. So if you want to learn about certain specific things, I have it titled. Anything from my desktop streaming setup to my live stream setup to my mobile content creation gear, I have all of that there. Ooh, question, yay, Mark. Mark says, what are you using for your Amazon Live console, iPhone or iPad? Okay, so you know that I am not an iPhone user, but I have an iPad. So that is what I'm able to utilize. It actually isn't like my own like iPad. Like my friend let me borrow his older iPad. I don't know what generation it is, but it's definitely an older iPad, but it works. So what you need in order to do your live streams is you need an iOS device so you can download specifically the Amazon Creator Live app. Without this app, you won't have access to be able to go live. So if you're considering starting your own live stream as well, this is a fantastic question, Mark. You want to be able to access the Amazon Live Creator app, and it's only on iOS. They need to make it for Android users as well. But right now it's just for iOS or iPhone, iPad users. So how I get around with it without having an iPhone is I use this iPad right here. And the app will allow you to create live streams as well. Then what I'll do is you can use OBS, which is a free computer software. So if you're just getting started and you don't have an encoder like the YOLObox Pro that I have, which is like a everything in one, you'll also be able to try it out for free using the OBS software. And then I connect my Amazon RTMP code, which is your real-time messaging protocol. You will find this code within your app. It'll tell you like, this is your 16-digit, and make sure you don't share that with anybody. Otherwise, someone can literally hijack your stream. So for all those tech educators, it always scares me a little bit when I see them about to enter their RTMP code and telling other people where to find it. But it's been great because people have been blurring it out. But my heart always jumps a little bit where I'm like, oh no, it's out in the world. It's just like when you post photos with your car's license plate number and you're a public account versus a private. I'm like, don't do that. Privacy is still a huge thing. But yeah, but you will be able to type in or send yourself the RTMP code to the YOLObox, to your encoder, to your OBS. There is a place for it. So OBS, you're only allowed to stream, I believe, one platform. So I was utilizing OBS with Amazon with my iPad for a long time. And then when YOLObox came around, I realized I could stream to more than just one platform. I could stream to YouTube and Facebook and Amazon at the same time and just be everywhere all at once. So I switched to YOLObox since then, but I'm able to add the RTMP code to Amazon, to the YOLObox as well. So that's how I'm able to stream as well. I wonder if you have an M1 Mac, if you can launch the Amazon Creator app on it. I mean, as long as you have access to the App Store, you'll be able to have it. So if you have access to the App Store, yes. So the only thing is I have a MacBook though. I'm not an iPhone user, but I am a MacBook Pro user and I have an iPad. But you need specifically the iOS, the app for the iOS feature. So as long as you can go to the App Store and find it, you'll be able to stream. You can also stream directly from your phone. I just obviously don't have an iPhone, so I'm not streaming from that. And plus, I like to be able to hook up my actual gear versus just the phone. But seeing how Amazon has been being a live market and all, it doesn't really matter. So if you are all interested in starting You can apply to be your own Amazon influencer program, is what it's called. I'm a part of the Amazon influencer program. And once you get approved, you have to be able to connect your account with another existing account to show that you actually do videos and you've actually done reviews before. So that's just a caveat. If you already have a really big following on Instagram or TikTok, or I don't know about Twitter, but if you have, or especially YouTube, like if you have an account where you're constantly doing this kind of content, you should totally apply for the Amazon influencer program. And I believe you can find that if you go to my store front, and if you scroll all the way down on the live stream tab, there's a little link at the bottom that says, are you interested in becoming an Amazon influencer creator? Click that link and then you can apply. And then, yeah, you can just get your iPhone or your iPad, hook it up, and all this stuff that I've been talking about, I'm an Android creator, so if I can hack into the system, you can too. But it's not even hacking, it's just finding caveats in order to do it. But I truly wish that there was an app on my phone, because I honestly don't even check when I get notifications on my app because it's on my iPad. I literally only check every Tuesday, and I promote everything else on all the other platforms as well. Wow, Richard, how do you do that? That looks really cool. Hit the follow button. I love it. That's so cool. Hi, Gwen. Good to see you all. All right. Well, I think that does it for this. It's just really cool. Let me just show you my PIP, because then you can see right here. So, signing off. This has been the Axiom Cine I2s Pro with all my favorite gear behind the scenes that you now have access to. Oh, this is the Axiom. It's doing this as well. But yeah, if you want to see more things like this, let me know. And oh, I should give you a little sneak peek while I have this connected. All right, let me give you guys a sneak peek really quick. Okay. All right. So to end this on a note, I want to show you what I was sent that I'm so excited to do something on. But your girl got a little fun package from Teradek, and I wonder what it is. If you want to leave guesses, send it to me on Instagram, but I'm super excited. Shout out to Teradek again. I am excited to review that because we'll have other ways to go live in a sense. So putting it back here, switching it over here. But yeah, thank you everyone again for tuning in. Again, this is my show. I go live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. You have a fabulous rest of your week. If you still aren't tired of me and you haven't heard our latest episode on Messy Sexy Me podcast, it's also available online at messysexyme.com, or also on all platforms where podcasts are streaming. It's a very interesting topic. We talk about our exes. And yes, so if you ever wanted to know about my exes, and not just the tech side of me, it's available today. But yeah, if not, I will see you all next Tuesday. Oh, thank you, Starry. Starry started following. Appreciate you. But I'll see you next Tuesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Okay, bye.